Many of us living in Bengaluru have witnessed firsthand scenes of our lakes foaming. The main reasons for our lakes foaming are poor wastewater and solid waste management. There is a clear lack of sewage and effluent treatment capacity in the city. The government has been trying to solve this problem through a decentralized approach, and this has led to several new entrepreneurs emerging in the space of decentralized sewage treatment plants. Today, we bring to you an entrepreneur who has been in the space since the very beginning. Meet Shravan Tonti from Green Lantern.
Hi, my name is Shravan and I manage two companies, Green Lantern Engineering and Tankerwala. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a commercial pilot by profession. I spent about 7-8 years flying, but then all of those years, I should say, I used to brush my teeth with mineral water because I used to live in Africa, and access to water was almost like a privilege of the rich. Someday it actually hit me that this is not the way that I would carry my life forward. So I gave up my company, I sold it, I relocated to India in 2014 and came to Bangalore. My father had experience in water and wastewater, so I went up to him and said, like, we need to address this issue to really sort out the problems of the city with all the water pollution that's here. That's when we started Green Lantern Engineering, a company where we basically set up decentralized wastewater treatment plants to recycle water at apartments, villas, schools, colleges, industries, clubs, anywhere.
We visited one of their landmark projects located in the heart of Bengaluru's central business district. The sewage treatment plant at the Bangalore Club has a capacity of 60 KLD. It also generates energy from waste by combining around 200 kilograms of organic kitchen waste along with the sludge from the STP to generate biogas, which is used as an alternative to LPG in the club's kitchens. Kitchen waste is collected from the various restaurants within the club premises and is brought to a centralized facility where it is ground into a slurry. This is combined with the sludge from the STP and converted into biogas. The kitchen waste slurry and sewage sludge are co-digested, and the resulting gas is collected in a biogas balloon. This is more than sufficient to power all of the kitchens within the club premises. This process also yields 5 times less sludge than a conventional STP.
Over 30% of Bangalore's sewage is actually treated in such kind of facilities, and after treating, there is more than 50% of water that cannot be recycled because there is no utility in that particular site. So that's when we started another company called Tankerwala.
Tankerwala was founded in 2020 with the aim of boosting water circularity between decentralized STPs with excess treated wastewater and potential users of this water in other parts of the city. Let me walk you through what currently happens in apartments so that you get a better understanding of what the company is trying to do. Let's start with how water flows through an apartment with a decentralized STP. Right now, apartments get their fresh water either through piped water connections or from on-site or off-site borewells. Once the water is consumed within the apartment, the untreated wastewater goes to a decentralized STP within the apartment complex, where it is recycled. Some of this water is consumed directly within the apartment for things like toilet flushing or landscaping. But most apartments find that they have to discard almost half of this recycled water into stormwater channels. Although this is not legal with the zero discharge laws in place, apartment residents have little choice as there are limited uses within their complexes for water of that quality. The water that is released into stormwater drains flow into lakes, which can cause excess buildup of nutrients which negatively impact lake health. What Tankerwala is proposing to do to solve this problem is to take this excess treated wastewater out of apartments via their tanker network to construction sites and greening projects so that the treated wastewater does not go unused. The company aims to act as a tanker aggregator, bridging the gap between tanker operators, apartment residents, and the end users of treated wastewater in different parts of the city. The company's agenda aligns very closely with the Grey to Green campaign, which we have launched as part of the Green Cities Initiative at the Center for Social and Environmental Innovation. We aim to help build an ecosystem of informed players, which in turn will enable the use of treated wastewater for greening. Another way in which we aim to increase water circularity is through the Grey to Blue campaign. This campaign is aimed at enabling key players to use treated wastewater for groundwater recharge. In apartments, the treated wastewater would first need to be sent through additional layers of filtration in order to remove excess nutrients. We propose that this is done in a vertical wetland system, which would add to the greenery in the apartment while simultaneously purifying the water. It would then be sent into a recharge well, which would help to recharge groundwater sources. This would address the problem of wells and bore wells drying up. Many of you might be wondering why using rainwater for groundwater recharge isn't enough. Well, simply put, it only rains 3 to 4 months in a year. During the remaining period, groundwater is withdrawn without recharging the aquifers below. Wastewater, on the other hand, is generated every single day, and using wastewater for groundwater recharge can ensure year-round recharge. This is the first video in our series on the Grey to Green and Grey to Blue campaigns. Stay tuned for our next video to learn more about people in our city who are already adopting these approaches.